Topic number one today. I think we have enough data at this point to know what some plan A and plan B decisions, strategies were this offseason, and I want to evaluate them. Basically, a team had a plan A, maybe went with a plan B, or vice versa. And which do we think is going to work out? Which one is not going to work out? I'll give you an example, and then you'll start to get this as we go. Any questions? You're making a face.
I was gonna make a joke, but yeah, I get the exercise.
Okay. Do you get the? I know exercise is hard for you to get sometimes.
Yeah, I get the exercise.
Okay, good. Andrei Stoyakovich versus Dame Sar.
I'm sorry.
Dame Sar was Illinois' plan A. He backed out. Andrei Stoyakovich became plan B. Which one will actually be the more valuable player? In the context of Illinois as well.
Honestly, I think Stoyakovich. I think Stoyakovich. I think Dame Sar has a lot with him. Also, that I think Duke can withstand what Dame Sar show might be. I don't know if Illinois could. I think it might have broken Illinois' team. And also, I like Dame Sar, but I do think he's more prospect than player at this point.
Little older, little more polished shooter slash scorer. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Illinois' plan B ended up better for them with Andrei Stojakovic. Sticking with Dame Sar, Duke's plan A was Cedric Coward. Duke's plan B was Dame Sar. Which one will have ended up being better for Duke? The one they got or the one they wanted?
I think Plan A would have worked out better in this case.
Okay.
I think Cedric Howard, kind of to the same point. I just think his readiness and what he could be for this Duke team would have fit seamlessly. And I think he would have been incredible for Duke this year. And they would have probably been my national title favorite, I think, with Cedric Howard.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to say otherwise just because of how much he's blown up at the combine. There's part of me that thinks like Sar being a freshman might mix in with Duke's youth a little better than
Mm.
Cedric Howard being like this older guy that carries some like NBA superstardom expectations. But I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a noticeable difference. I will say that. We think Howard's slightly better, but I think Sar will be almost as good. How about Memphis? Memphis wanted PJ Haggerty, offered him $3 million that he turned down. They ended up with Doug McDaniel. PJ's the better player, but is there any way that this works out better for Memphis with Doug?
Mm. To be honest with you, no, and I love Doug, but I just think that PJ should have stayed at Memphis, and I think that he had the right situation to do what he wants to do there and get paid what he wants to get paid. Um, it's an unfortunate situation for Doug, given how good PJ Haggerty is.
Yeah, I think that's the correct answer too. PJ is just a better player as much as it pains me. I don't know if this one is as one for one as the others, but my interpretation of how it went this offseason was very much this. Kentucky wanted Lamar Wilkerson. He made that public back out, said he didn't want to just be a guy. And then, like a day later, Kentucky stole Denzel Aberdeen from Florida. Which one would have worked out better, Lamar Wilkerson or Denzel Aberdeen for Kentucky?
I know this is gonna not come or be well received, but I want to keep it very, very simple here. Lamar Wilkerson's a better player than Denzel Aberdeen.
Okay, I'm actually going to fight you. And I know that's crazy because I've not been an Aberdeen guy all year. I don't think either one would have been all that special at Kentucky. Give me the guy that's coming off a defending national championship that you also just so happen to steal from an inner conference rival. I think there is some shit with Aberdeen that will matter coming from like an off the bench sixth man role that I think will end up being the role he plays at Kentucky. And if Lamar Wilkerson had ended up at Kentucky, I think he would have pouted the entire season.
I'm about to start calling you Ant Edwards.
Why?
You love Plan B.
I do like Plan B. Oh my God. Florida, speaking of Florida, originally they wanted Des Claude. They ended up with Boogie Fland. Which one would have been better for them alongside Xavier Lee?
I think I like Plan B in this one because I like the fit of Boogie Flan next to Xavier and Lee a lot. I don't think it's being talked about enough. I actually think it works extremely well, and I think it's time to maybe take back the Des Claude blinders that I have on. I'm missing something here, I think.
I'll go with Boogie as well. Once again, Plan B. I just think he's a better player than Des. But Des might fit better with Xavier, but I don't know. Boogie's just better. They'll figure it out. Final one. This one happened this morning. Houston was gonna have Pop Isaacs. He was technically their plan B. He thought he was their plan A. Milos Uzan was actually their plan A. Withdrew, made their plan A their plan B. They're better with Uzan, right?
They're better with Uzan. I think Uzan, and this honestly, this isn't. I feel like this isn't fair to even Pop because like they're getting back their point guard, the guy that was on the team last year, and honestly, Pop's going to a good situation. I think in Texas A&M for him. So, um, both plans worked out for both respective teams, but the plan A being getting Uzan back is definitely the option I think Samson would have preferred in this one, and the end result.
Yeah. 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 Anytime you can turn down Pop, you should drink water. I'm so sorry.